Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to episode 10 of my 4-player free-for-all Age of Wonders 4 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing as Straelak Soulreaper, and I'm leading the human Hollowkin. For more information on my leader and race characteristics and specifications, please check the video description. In our last episode, we acquired our first Tier 3 Tome, and boy was I excited to get it. Let's take a quick look here. So just scrolling down, it was a Shadow Tome. We acquired Tome of the Great Transformation, and this was so exciting for me because it gives me the ability to turn my main units, my Hollowkin, into undead. And I can do that with Whiteborn, which is the major race transformation that is brought about by this tome. So I'm super excited to try to get that. We don't have it yet, but we're working our way towards it. I believe we're currently working on Fetid Legion, which is a really, really good upgrade for our units. It's going to give them extra hit points and weakening aura, so that's going to be fantastic. And we're really, in good shape here. I think things are going pretty well. I'm very happy with how it's progressing at this point. So we just have to try to keep things going. And just to kind of remind everybody, we had a number of our units come up from the underground here. We had been doing a whole bunch of work under there. And we're going to divert some of our units to deal with this quest over here. And then probably, continue heading over this direction to reinforce our units that are getting ready to perhaps fight some of, I believe these are, Ishka's army here. You can see she's got a number of units, including Ishka herself. So we may want to go in and actually attack her. And then some of our other units here, I believe we're going to send them up to deal with this quest up here at this Fireforged Stone. And once that's dealt with, then we can send some other units maybe south to assist Straelak in his fight against Tarin. He's currently engaged in a siege of this outpost. So lots going on. We've got lots to try to do. And we're going to get right to it. But before I do that, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from Palatinat. Now, Palatinat pointed out that I can still get a refund and the benefits associated with a boosted production of a structure if I finish the requirements to boost the production before I'm actually done building the structure. So, for example, let's say in Dim Tur here I wanted to build something. So let's say I wanted to build this interrogation dungeon. And in order to boost it, I need 2 farms. And currently I don't have 2 farms. Well, let's say I start producing this, and while I'm in the middle of building the interrogation dungeon, I finish 2 farms. That would mean that I would still get the benefits of the boosting, basically. I would get sort of like a refund as I'm building it. So really good point there from Palatinat. I didn't realize that at all. So that's a very nice way. If I don't have any structures I can boost, but maybe I have one that I could boost relatively quickly, while it's being produced, I can still benefit from it. So really good point there. The next set of comments here is from David Houston. David pointed out that probably one of the best spots to replace a structure, my province improvements, would be for Thorndusk here, the farm that I've currently got. I was talking last episode about perhaps switching out a few things. One thing I might want to do is, I can go to the farm here. Let's just see. I could try swapping this out for something else. So let's see here. We can replace with a forester in 3 turns. So that's something we could certainly do. Alternatively, we could, there's other things we can do, but that's an option for us, is swapping that farm out for another structure if needed. That's probably the most optimal spot to do a replacement if we need one. So I appreciate David pointing that one out. Probably want to get one of those soul wells going very quickly as well. David also pointed out that the debuff on safe word, if we jump underground here and take a quick look at it. So I was mentioning that I was kind of upset about this fact that we are, suffering negative allegiance points, and they're eventually going to become, currently they're a tributary, but they're going to then regress into a minor tributary. And of course, the more negative they get, the greater the chance that they might rebel against me, which obviously isn't ideal. So one thing I can do is boost the allegiance temporarily using some Imperium, but I was worried, is this going to continue for quite a while? But if we look here, you can see that it's only 17 more turns that we're going to be in this vassalized conquered city situation. And so that at least will run out fairly quickly. You can see here 10% chance of the free city declaring war while the state of relations is neutral. So we definitely want to try to get that improved. That's for certain. And so yeah, David pointing that out, that it'll only last for 17 more turns, and thankfully we have a way out of that. So I appreciate David pointing out that this is just temporary. And I am probably going to have to spend some Imperium to boost this, though, so that we can at least buy ourselves a little more time. The next set of comments here is from Death. Death had a bunch of great points here. Check out his really detailed comment on that last episode. If you haven't had a chance, make sure you read through his points. There's a ton of good learning opportunities there. So I'll just try to highlight a few of the things that Death pointed out. Death mentioned that you can have multiple minor race transformations, but only one major race transformation. So if I do proceed with the one I was talking about, turning my units into the undead, that's it. There aren't any other options. I can't then decide I want a different one or change it later. You're kind of stuck once you pick it. Now, of course, this is one I'm very excited about and very happy to get, so that's not a problem, but just a good general reminder. Death also pointed out that some of the Tier 3 Chaos Tomes really do have some potentially good synergies with how things have been going for me. The only problem with that is, if I take a look at my Tome library, I believe in order to have access to the Chaos Tomes that are at Tier 3 level, I would need 3 Chaos Affinity, and I currently don't have any. You can see I have Shadow, Materium, and a little bit of Astral. So if I were to try to get some of these, I would have to probably figure out a way to get some Empire or Chaos Affinity before I do that. But still, it's good and worth thinking about. Again, it's very easy to kind of get stuck in just picking Shadow Tomes because, again, I naturally gravitate to those due to my affinity for playing as a Necromancer-type character. But obviously, speccing into different ones is useful, and I'm just scanning here. The one good thing is because we have 3 Materium, we do have access to the Tier 3 Tomes that are Materium Tomes. So these are ones we're going to probably check out when we get to that point where we're having to decide another tome to choose. But really good points there from Death just to get me thinking. Another thing Death mentioned is that our Dark Knight has an ability that I really have been kind of sleeping on a little bit, and that is this Dark Surge. Now, what's important about this is that this ability deals double damage to units with a negative status effect, and that could be any negative status effect. It doesn't just have to be weakened. It could also be some of like slowed or things like that. Now that I have multiple ways to debuff, and I even have things like I can inflict like decaying and a few other things like that, this is a really, really good ability, and it doesn't matter what the debuff is, it just matters that there's a debuff. So I definitely want to make more use of that ability, especially in combination with all my various debuffs that I have access to. So I'm glad Death pointed that one out. Death also mentioned that that Materium upgrade in my Imperium tree, if we jump back, is going to help with my gold situation. Again, I was lamenting in the last episode that we are running a little bit low on gold. That seems to be a bit of a limiting resource for us at the moment. Now, Master Masons would give us the ability to produce city structures with less of a gold cost. So that's definitely one I'm going to prioritize here in the very near future because, again, that's really going to help us out in that respect. So I appreciate Death pointing that one out. Death also mentioned that Firestone Forge that I was talking about, perhaps acquiring with Dim Tur, might actually be outside of our acquirable range. Now, it looks like we can go... Let me just see. So where's this tile? I think we'll be able to annex it because I can see that we've got an option here. Province limit reached. Needs 1 more population. Yeah, we should be able to absorb it. But good to consider that cities do have a limit on how far they can expand. And I just wanted to double check. As Death had mentioned, this might be too far, but thankfully it isn't. So we can see that it can be obtained. But just a good thing to remember that cities do have a limit. It's not like you can expand, infinitely. So really good points there from Death. And as always, guys, a huge thank you to everybody for the excellent comments and suggestions. Tons of great insight, extremely appreciated. Let's proceed onwards into the episode proper. All right, so we do have our summon ready to go here. We can summon a Corrupt Soul. Let me just take a look. So we've got the Corrupt Soul ready to go. Restore Undead. Nice. Okay, this is just a way to restore hit points in a friendly army. That's one to remember. It does cost souls, though. That's one thing to remember there. Let's take a look, though, and figure out where we would probably best be best served by summoning this unit. I mean, Straelak's got a pretty powerful stack. I don't think he needs a ton of extra help at this point. I think I might even have some units coming out of... Oh, I guess I don't. But I could produce more units at Redfjorn if I needed. Whereas, like, over here, we've got Umzish Thorncrown. Now, she is the hero that we acquired when we absorbed Dimtur as a full city. And you can see her stack. We've currently got 5 units. We've got a Bone Golem, a Corrupt Soul, and then 2 Lesser Snow Spirits. And the goal here is going to be to add in a Warlock because we need the debuff capability in that squad and the ability to throw on Weaken. Meanwhile, over here, I think I'm probably going to summon the unit into this group. Even though there's no hero here, I think it's going to be worth having because I would really like to go after Ishka. Her squad is not all that powerful, to be perfectly honest, and my army is actually pretty decently powerful. And I think if we were to add in another unit, that would make a big difference. So... let's see. We can't quite summon him out there because there's no hero, but we can go here. Excellent. And then let's proceed over to join our fellow units. There we go. Okay, now we're looking at 338 power, 563 versus about 1,000. So we're certainly in that realm where we might be able to think about you know, making that happen. Let's get a Snow Spirit going because we don't have any souls at the moment. So we'll start summoning a Snow Spirit. Thorn Dusk here, we're working on Stonemason. We would need a second farm to boost production. But that's, you know, it's done in 3 turns, and it's going to take 3 turns to flip something over, so probably not a good idea. Now, I notice we can annex another province, which is excellent. So if we were thinking about it, you know, grabbing this one here so that we could maybe grab the Gorgon's Lair afterwards wouldn't be a bad idea. Because, again, I'm thinking, you know, in the future we want to grab that Gorgon's Lair, get that into our domain. The other option would be, I'm just looking around, any other structures. Like, again, getting the fishery in there wouldn't be bad. The only problem is it's currently occupied. So we'd have to clear it out, which we, at the moment, don't have... the ability to do. So I'm leaning towards this one here, mainly just because that's going to give us the Gorgon Lair, hopefully after that. So, you know, what we could do is build that farm, and then that would... Again, it's 3 turns, unfortunately, but we already have one farm. Let's just take a look. What else do we need here if we're looking at other things we could boost? You know what? We would boost the interrogation dungeon as well if we produce that farm. That's probably what I'm going to go for then. Let's do it. Plus, that'll help the city grow a bit faster. So, let's do it. We'll build a farm there. Excellent. And then we'll try and grab the Gorgon's Lair the next turn. Hopefully, that'll work out. Oh, shoot. You know what? That might be outside our ability to expand. Yeah, so as I was talking about, we might have hit our limit there. I mean, oh well. It's still fine. It's just that's too bad. I was really hoping to be able to grab it. Alright, that's looking like it's going to do it for our turn here. I just want to make sure we've moved everybody. I believe we have. Yeah, this squad, we have to decide. One of them we're sending north, and I think it's going to be this one here, led by Sereth. That squad's going to go up and grab this, take on that quest, clear out this mana node as well, since we're in the neighborhood, and then probably head around the horn here by Thorndusk and go over to help on that side. Whereas I think this group, we're probably going to go here and clear this out and then turn around and go down to help Straelak. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's end it there and see what happens next. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is pretty scary. So looks like Tarin has sent over units to attack us. Oh, man, this is not good for us. We've got a lot of Tier 3 units. Actually, we've just got the 1. Most of these are Tier 2 units. Tier 1s. Okay, I mean, we're going to be in tough here. They've got a hero and everything. They are really strong compared to what we are. So maybe I should have summoned that unit to help us. We're going to have to use some spells and maybe see if we can fight our way out of this. But I think we're probably going to end up losing our hero here, which is unfortunate. Again, I probably got a little overconfident, sadly. All right, well, boy, we are in real tough here. So Oh, man, what is this? A Brewer Ogre. Interesting. Got, you know, he can get drunk and improve the units around him, I guess. Let's see, or himself. Okay, there's that Bastion. We've got a lot of the Halberd units. I mean, again, there's a couple of tier 3 units. Most of them are tier 2, tier 1s. They are very leveled up, though. Most of them have that gold medal at least. Oh, man. Yeah, this is a really bad turn of events. Now, we're going to have to try and use our Dark Ritual, make use of summoning up zombies to help us. That's really going to be the big thing here, I think. So why don't we kind of try and group our units up here? So let's just play defense. We're going to sit back, let them come to us, use our defensive tactics as much as possible. And what we can even get our Pursuer over here. And we'll just form a fighting line over here. I have no idea how this battle's going to go. I'm very nervous, to be perfectly honest. I'm not feeling great about it. Let's get a restore going now, just while we can. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to end it there. Oh, man. Yeah, I really don't feel great about this battle. Okay, there. So he had his drink. So they're going to just march on over to us here. I mean, realistically, we probably can't win, but we're going to try our best to at least do as much damage as we can. It's going to be a real shame because this is going to send Straelak to the void. Alright, so what are our spells here? We've got... Oh, and this one requires souls, which we don't have. So we're just going to be using Soulfire and Ice Shackles for now. That's all we've really got access to. I guess we do have Baneful Curse. Enemy units in a 1-hex radius gain Sundered Defense, Sundered Resistance, and Weakened. We can't use Raised Zombies because we don't have enough souls, sadly. So we've really only got one way to do that, and that is using our Hero's ability. Shoot. Okay, well... Let's see what our Soulfire can do here if we start throwing it at some units. Thinking we're probably going to want to, you know, just start applying it as much as possible. So let's just start throwing it at these units here, really. Just seeing. So this would hit 4 units, which is pretty solid. So let's do that. We're going to just do that every turn, basically. Now let's see. Is anybody in cursing range? No, it would not appear so. Alright, so then let's take a look. We've got Straelak. I mean, we've got Overchannel, so we can, you know... what the heck, let's do it. And then we'll grab another Soulfire. Let's just hit that same bunch. There we go. I mean, the problem, though, is we're using up our combat casting points, so... I mean, we're going to run out of those and not be able to really do anything else, which is not ideal. Okay, we buffed all his units there. There's a big morale boost. Bolstered defense. Uh-oh. What does this do here? Overchannel. Oh, that's just letting me cast again. Okay. Yeah, this is not looking good for us here. Let's speed things up a touch. That unit blinked and taunted me. I think that's the hero, actually, so... Maybe we can, yeah, it is. So I wonder if we can put that hero... Nice, Cavalry Slayer. Doing a pretty good job there of hurting that hero, actually. All things considered. So we've got our Sundering Curse. We could throw that on the hero. Might be better to throw it on some of these other units that we need to inflict some damage on, but... Alright, let's do one on the hero. There we go. And then we'll do another one over here with our Warlock. Why don't we throw it on the... Just a sec here. Yeah, on the Bastion, probably, who's the defensive part of this formation. Very nice. One thing we can do here is we could charge in, or alternatively, we could do our Shocking Phase. This unit teleports to target hex and deals damage and creates electrified terrain in a 1 hex around it. I I definitely wouldn't mind that. It would be nice to get in there and throw it on a bunch of units, create a bit of a, you know, a kind of zone here to slow things up. So why don't we do that? Again, the other option is we just charge in and try and do some heavy damage, but I'm thinking we go like this, and then, hang on a sec, let's see. Maybe we should hang on to this, though. This might be better if we need, like, a get out of, you know, get out of the danger zone real quick kind of ability. Yeah, let's keep it. I mean, maybe that's a bad decision, but we'll get in there and hit the shield unit. Try to do as much damage as we can. Let's throw on a soul fire while we can as well. Here we go. And then can we get... Yes, we can get the kill. Okay, great. There's one kill at least. Our Snow Spirit, we're going to probably have to... Oh, look at this. We can do some heavy damage to that hero. Let's see if we go... Yeah, let's get in there and do it. Perfect. That was huge amounts of damage. Now, our skeleton here can help out as well. We've got our archer. Archer's going to get annihilated pretty quick, I think. Do want to try and keep my warlocks safe as much as I can. We also got to keep Straelak out of danger. Again, we're going to have to use that dark ritual as much as we can, though. That's the big thing. All right, let's blast here for some... Nice. Okay, we can do some pretty decent damage there, actually. And then, you know what? With our archers... You know what? We could get the kill here. Let's move up. There's 50%. The only problem is now that's shut off our skeletons. They can't get in there. You know what? Let's roll the dice here. Maybe we get lucky. Shoot, no kill. That's what we were hoping for. All right, we'll move our skeletons out just to provide some defense up front here. And then I think that's going to do it for our turn. Like I said, we're almost certainly going to lose this battle, but... Yeah, my poor... Yeah, I should have used that ability. He's just going to get killed here. There goes that corrupted soul. Now, if I can kill a whole bunch of enemy units in one area, or just a bunch of units die in one spot, I can use my ability there to hopefully get some of that back. Kind of what I'm thinking. My big boy's getting beat up pretty bad. Well, hey, we killed the hero at least. That's something. All right. We can do a soul fire here. Nice. We can hit a whole bunch of units all at once. So, we could do this, or we could do this. I'm thinking right here is probably the better option, so let's blast. Nice. And then, you know what? Let's do this and hit as many as we can. That's going to hit 1, 2, 3. Back here's going to do some good damage, too. Why don't we do that, and then we'll be in behind them. I mean, this Storm Spirit's probably going to die. That's the sad reality. You know what? Maybe before we do that, though, let's just see. Can we heal him again? Can we do a restore? Oh, he's out of range. Shoot. Yeah, because I was going to say, it'd be nice to get a heal on him. Suppose we could move over. If we went here, we could drop the heal on him. Dark Ritual. Now, Dark Ritual we can use... and what's the cooldown on this? 2 turns. Hey, you know, it might be worth doing. Just thinking, like, we don't know how many more turns he's going to be uninterrupted here, so might want to save it. You know what? Let's save it, even though this guy's going to die pretty much regardless, so there's not a whole lot I can do to save him, I think. All right, so our Night Guard here is in good shape. Our archers are still just fine. And both of our warlocks are in good shape. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. This guy's going to do his suicide maneuver here, like this. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot we can do about that. And then let's go for the kill here. We can almost finish off this halberd unit. Good damage there, at least. Alright, now what is this? This is a halberd unit that's crept in on us. So let's blast him with some arrows. Nice. Meanwhile, our Warlock... Well, this Warlock's going to die, but let's see. We can get up here and get a kill at least. There. Now, what does that give us for corpse revival ability here? We'd only have 2, sadly. That's kind of unfortunate. I probably should have tried to optimize this a little better. Alright, let's see. So we've got here... Ooh, we can blast this guy for some good damage. You know what? Between the 2 of us, we can probably get the kill here. So let's do it. First things first, though, we'll creep around behind here. And we'll hit him. Good damage, good flank. Ooh, not quite the kill. Now, what about... Dang it. Alright, let's soften him up. There we go. There's a method to this madness, I promise. Nice. There's the kill, and then we should... Yes, we can get 3 zombies here. Which is pretty solid, so... Let's do that. Alright, there we go. So now at least we've got something to help us out. We desperately needed that. I still think we're probably doomed, but... I mean, at least we've got some assistance. Let's get over here and deal with this support unit there and just tie them up a little bit. These other 2 zombies... this decaying zombie here... That's interesting that it's the hero's body, so it's got, like, the wings there. That's kind of funny. I don't think it's any... Yeah, it's still just a tier 1 unit. It's just an aesthetic difference. Although this one doesn't have any... Oh, this one is getting the benefit, I think, of defensive training. That's why. Okay. You know, we might have a chance in this battle. I mean, I still... Like I said, I still think we're screwed, but... You know, it's not... outside the realm of possibility that we could maybe survive. This one can get over there and hit that same unit as well. Yeah, why don't we just do that? Let's just gang up on that support unit a little bit. Now, this zombie, I think, would be better to just, you know, hang out up front, try to protect my units a little bit. Unfortunately, my Warlock and my Pursuer are both in really bad spots in terms of, and they're going to take a ton of retaliatory damage if they move in. So I think it would actually be better to go like this and then stay put in defense mode and end it there. So unfortunately, yeah, this guy is not long for this world. At least that Electrified is kind of helping out a little bit. RIP, our tier 3 big boy. Yeah, I think we're still going to lose, but hey, at least we gave it a good fight. Ouch, my pikemen are getting annihilated here. My skeletons are toast. Yeah, and unfortunately, the rest of my units here are not really equipped for melee combat, sadly. Now, one thing we can do is we can blast... Why are these guys able to dodge so well, these zealots? We do have our Sundering Curse, which we can throw on. Now, okay, we've really got to make some tough decisions here. Again, I want to use Dark Ritual again, but it's going to be 2 more turns, so that's probably not going to happen realistically. Like, this battle's going to be over before that's possible. So, alright, let's get the kill here at least. Nice, good kill there. Okay, now this decaying zombie can head over. What we really need to do is just, like, tie them up a little bit. Again, the more of these guys we can kill, the better. This Warlock is toast. Absolutely toast. Our Pursuer can probably take a step back and maybe get some damage still. Our Night Guard needs to get in there and just fight. So I'm thinking maybe what we do is we just put the Night Guard right up here in defense mode, kind of along with my zombie and my Pursuer, just to kind of like fight up front a little bit. None of these units are really killable at this stage. So Yeah, let's park right here. We'll go defense. This zombie, same thing. We'll hang out in defense. Our pursuer, we're going to, like I said, try and take a step back. We're going to take a lot of damage, but at least now we can get some debuffs going or something here. Again, this Warlock's going to be just kind of sitting there as well, unfortunately. We can try to retreat back, but then we're still going to be in the danger zone. We've got Sundering Curse. That's our big kind of ace in the hole here that's going to help us. And then we've got to just kind of keep Straelak, you know, in a relatively safe position. You know, we could even head more over here, actually. I don't hate that. Get him in behind his zombies over there. Let's do that. And then what we'll do is we'll throw on Restore, and we'll put it onto our pikeman here, who's really probably our strongest remaining unit. There we go. We've got spell casting as well, which I keep forgetting about. So let's use our Sundering Curse. And probably, let's just see who's the strongest remaining units. We've got this Bastion, who's going to be a real nightmare. These Halberd units are quite a pain. Pursuer can still do some damage as well, but really not a ton. Zealot, I wonder if we could finish the Zealot off between Sundering Curse. No, it's not going to do enough. And that doesn't do enough either. All right, well, let's just see. We can throw on the Sundering Curse. Why don't we take advantage of the one that's already weakened here? So we'll go like that. Here we go. And then our Archer can assist as well for some damage. You know what? I probably should have used the Archer on a different unit now that I think about it. And then let's go right here. Try and help out some more with some damage. Very nice. Okay, and then the Warlock's going to move this way. Take some punishment, but very nice. And look at that. We can get the kill here. The only thing is it might be nice to throw those weakens on another unit rather than just going for the kill. But, I mean, I guess we could... Well, the Night Guard's already in defense mode, sadly. So we can't undo that. Now, these zombies are still able... This zombie is still able to move. Oh, and you know what? Here we go. Forgot about this. All right, perfect. There's the kill. Okay, now this frees us up. We can throw a debuff on another unit. Boy, who do we want to do that to? That's the question. Probably one of these Halberd units, I'm thinking. Yeah, right here wouldn't be so bad. I mean, it's really just removing the buffs rather than throwing a weaken. But this one we can actually throw a weaken on, so let's do that. Yeah, there it is. All right, pretty good. All right, so that's going to do it for our turn. Really, there's only one chance of us winning this battle. I mean, again, we're probably going to lose it, but at this point, the only chance we might have to win this battle would be if we can keep Straelak alive long enough to get our that ability in use again, and then be able to... Okay, there goes our Warlock. He's going to... Yep, there goes the Warlock. Dead. If we can use that ability to summon some more corpses to fight for us as zombies. So I think we got one more turn to wait. Yeah, we got to wait one more turn before we can use that again. That's the only thing that's going to give us a real fighting chance here in this battle. Otherwise, we're done. Yeah, you can see our units are just really not in great shape. The Warlock, we can take a step back, take some damage, and then get at least an attack out. So let's do that. Take one step back. Ouch, there's the punishment. Let's see, our decaying zombie is not in amazing shape, sadly. Alright, let's hit here. There's some weaken, at least. We can hit him here for some decent damage. Like I said, we're out of casting points, so we can't really do anything there. See if we can maybe hit this unit for some little bit of damage. Nice, removing some of their strength and whatnot. We can hit him for some pretty solid damage. This zombie can't make it over that far. This one, though, between our two units, I think we can get the kill, so let's do it. Very nice. And then our Night Guard can get the finish here. Excellent. There's a good kill. All right, now this zombie would be great to get up there and attack this archer. So let's do that. As I said, next turn, if Straelak can use his Dark Ritual ability, we've got a ton of corpses in there, so maybe we'll just move Straelak over one. And then, let's see, Wand of Inversion, that's probably not going to be that useful at this point. We got a 40% chance to land the kill there. I don't want Straelak getting any closer in there. All right, let's try it. Maybe we'll get lucky. Nice, we got lucky. Okay, I'll take it. End it there. Like I said, we just have to get these zombies going. If we can get the zombies going, we have a fighting chance. Uh-oh. This isn't looking good. All our units are just getting annihilated here. Okay. This is our last chance here. Oh, and look at this. Okay. We've got... If we go here, we'd have 4. We go here, we'd have 4 as well, and they'd be right in combat, which would be fine. The nice thing if we go back here is that they can then flank. So maybe we do that. If we do it right back here, then we can flank the enemy. It's probably going to be... It's either that or we go right here and we just are in the middle of the fight. My only concern is if I go back here, then the units kind of aren't right in the immediate area where they can block Straelak and like provide protection. But I think we'll be fine. So let's do that. We'll go here. I hope this isn't a mistake. And it's either that or we go here. Either way, we're going to have 4 units, which is going to be pretty massive. Like I said, though, I think if I go here, I'm going to get units that can flank from behind. So let's do that. Oh, that's so big. Yep. Oh, yeah, and then look at this flank damage. That's amazing. Okay, we'll go here. There's some heavy damage. Amazing. And then here we go. There's a kill. Perfect. Big damage here. Little, well, not big, but some. It's pretty good. You know what? This one here, we can head down and get the kill on this guy, which frees up our Warlock to be able to throw a Sundering Curse on this big boy. Or over here. I'm going to do it on the big guy, though. Actually, hang on. No, you know what? I want it on this one, I think, because he's the... This is the tier 3 unit. Nice. Excellent. And then we can get in there, do some work. Okay, you know what? That ability literally saved this. I mean, we lost a lot of our units, of course, and they're running away now, but... enemies fleeing the field. Do you wish to claim victory and win the battle immediately? No. I actually want to kill them. That's what I'd like to do if I can. Can we get closer? We're still only 25% chance to hit. Alright, well, let's see if we can get the finish with our corpses here. Nice, that was a big kill. Alright, and then we're just going to charge over. We want to go after this guy. This zombie can get in there and hit him. Nice. Night Guard. We'll leave him where he is. Straelak can perhaps get over there and blast him. Nice. And this zombie as well. Boy, I didn't know if we'd get out of that battle alive, to be perfectly honest. I didn't think we had a chance. Alright, we're going to end it there, I guess. He's going to just keep running, I'm assuming. Yeah, there he goes. Holy, I cannot believe we made it through that surviving. I mean, again, we lost... Unfortunately, we lost our almost our entire army. But we survived. I mean, you can see Straelak is still alive. We kept our Night Guard and one of our Warlocks alive at least. So, you know what? I'm going to take it. And we got a bunch of souls out of it, so... That really sucks, though. So we're going to have to pull back now. Pretty heavy blow to Tarin's forces, though. That was a lot of powerful units that we killed off. So I think what we'll do then is we have to pull back. So Straelak's going to head back to Redfjorn, regroup. We need to get some unit production going here. So let's see. We've got enough souls. We've got a little bit of gold going as well. So we're going to need some units here, that's for sure. Necromancer would be helpful just to be able to raise undead and everything. And buff our undead. Iron Golem eventually would also be helpful, but for now, let's go with a Necromancer. And then these two are going to just, like I said, head straight back that way. So we will basically just retreat. And we're going to... Oh, you know what? Hang on a second. Oh, you know, it's really unfortunate because this... We've got one turn until the breach, and I think we beat the unit that was guarding it. Oh, now here's the big question. Do we gamble? Do we gamble? Because if we keep this stack there, I mean, there's every possibility that more units are going to attack us. I mean, I guess we've got the Snow Spirit, so you know what? We can summon that here to help us out. Now, hang on. Before we do that, though, let's jump over and take a look at what's going on over here. So did Tarin... Okay, Tarin's units are moving. They're still... Like, they're not that strong, honestly. I'm kind of thinking I could consider taking them on. Now, we've got some units we got to deal with here, some undead, which we will certainly try to deal with. Oh, I'm so disappointed that I can't expand the city one more tile to that Gorgon lair. But that's all right. Now that farm, that should have boosted production of the stonemason. I think it did, because this previously was 3 turns, now it's only 1 turn. So, I think we would get the benefit of that boost. Alright, yeah, let's deal with this undead business here. Go here, and then we can move down and engage this battle. So let's do this one. Boy, though, I really like those combat summons. That's like, being able to bring all those corpses to life as zombies. I mean, you saw that in that last battle, that absolutely saved my keister. Like, there's no question. That was 100% the thing that let me win that battle. Barely. I mean, you saw I barely won that battle, but that was absolutely key. We're going to let them come to us, so we're just going to group up here. And then when they get closer, we'll throw a curse on. See if we can do some heavy damage here. So let's see, what are these that are up front? See, we got zombies, we've got Bannerman, and we've got the Bone Golem. So let's see, what can we curse? Ooh, unfortunately, they are right outside of curse range. That's kind of smart on their part. So why don't we put our Night Guard... Iron Golem up front, and they're going to be there to tank much damage as possible. Necromancer's in behind. Corrupt Soul as well. Can do a bit of tanking for us. We'll just kind of do this. And then we'll let them come to us. I think we'll be fine. Whoops. Didn't want to summon any, or do any spell casting. We'll let them just come to us. Should be reasonable. Yeah, look at that. Big defense. Bannerman's buffing up their defense a little bit. These zombies are throwing some spears at us. There's a charge, so that did cancel our defense mode. Ooh, that kind of hurt. We took some punishment. But we should be fine now. We can use our Sundering Curse. Very nice. And then we should now be able to do some blasting. Very nice. And then let's come in there for a nice flank attack. Our Corrupt Soul can get the finish here. Perfect. And that's going to then spawn a skeleton, sadly. Our pikemen can... Yeah, let's go in here and do some work on this side. Very nice. Now we can charge around with our Bone Golem. Stormscale Serpent can charge around this side here, so let's do that. Very nice. And then we can charge in for some damage there. Do that. Our Iron Golem can put the hurt on and get the kill here. Perfect. And that's going to do it for our turn. Ouch, that hurt. Our Corrupt Soul taking some damage. Definitely don't want to lose him. Serpent getting lit up a little bit. Alright, so, yeah, unfortunately that Corrupt Soul took a lot of damage. Could have used Strengthen Undead, actually. That might not have been the worst idea. Go here. Blast here for some magic damage. Very good. And then we can... Let's hit the Banner Man for some damage. Nice. Kill off the undead combat summon there. And now we can just finish off what's left. Very nice. And then it's just a matter of whittling down what remains here. Took a little more damage than I was hoping for in this fight, but all in all, not too bad. And we got it done. That's the important part. Some level ups as well, which is always good. Now, the good news is we are in our own territory, so we should heal up pretty darn quick. The question was, you know, should we pursue Iska here? Try and run her down. But I think we're still at peace with her, actually. Let me double check that. Because I was thinking we could declare war on her while she's out in the open like this, but I think it's probably better to play it safe and not, you know, do anything too rash. So let's just kind of recuperate here. We did that battle. We cleared out those units. We can just hang out, heal up, and then be ready to go. Alright, so we'll head over here and go for this quest with this stack. Aren't quite able to make it. We want to get this Warlock over here as well. It's going to be a little bit till we're able to do that. And one thing we might be able to do is just engage... Yeah, we could engage the battle here. We should be plenty strong enough to do it, so that's probably what I'll do. Meanwhile, this stack, I'm going to head over to deal with this. There we go. Now, as I said, we do need units down here. That's the big thing. So, let's grab that Snow Spirit. There, at least we've got something in the stack now. So maybe we should just wait for this siege to finish. I don't know. Because again, this has one more turn. You know, this is a really tough decision, because if I retreat back, like, again, then I'm abandoning the siege entirely. But if I stay here, I'm at risk of more units coming to attack me. I'm hopeful that that was pretty much all of Tarin's units, and that you know, I can maybe snipe this outpost and then retreat back. But I don't know. I mean, that's the really tough part there, is I don't know. Okay, let's see. We've got some other... Ooh, we've got lots of other things going on here. So, Ruler has leveled up. Okay, that's helpful. So we can apply an upgrade here for Straelak. Probably going to go with another support upgrade here. We've got Golem Assistant. I didn't necessarily mean to pick that one. Let's see what else we've got. Endurance Training. Units in the army gain extra hit points and more status resistance. That's really good. Precision, you get plus 10 accuracy for units in the army. Unholy, so non-hero undead get more damage. Vigor. I think that's just hit points for Straelak himself. So the nice thing about this Golem Assistant is that you get a tier 1 fighter unit that helps you out, which, it doesn't seem like much, but since we are kind of, in a bad situation, that might be good. But I think we'll go with endurance training. Just more hit points and extra status resistance is pretty useful. And that affects all the units in my army, so I'm going to definitely take that. I do want this Golem Assistant eventually, though, just because having an extra unit is always good. Especially if that unit's a combat summon and therefore kind of disposable. Or, I can throw them in like a sort of a kamikaze type attack. All right, so yeah, this is really the big decision is, do I stay here and engage the siege, or do I retreat back to Redfjorn? I'm going to continue to procrastinate making that decision in the meantime here. Let's see what else we've got. So, nice. Okay, we founded the outpost. That was the big thing here. So we're losing gold. That's the only kind of unfortunate part of this. So, let's see. We can cancel that for a second. So we're getting the Archon Blood, which is really good. So that's giving us 20 mana, and we're also getting a unique global effect plus 15 combat casting points. And that's pretty useful. That would have come in handy in that last battle, that's for sure. One thing we can do is, why don't we take a look at our, if I can remember how to do it, magic materials. Here it is. Okay, so all we need is Astral Dew, and we would have the collection. And if we can get the collection, that means province improvements in provinces with mana resource nodes grant 5 knowledge and mana. So you get like a boost for having all 3. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for Astral Dew. If we can get that, that would be very helpful. We've got one of the plants, and we hopefully will have this Fireforge. I keep saying that wrong. Fireforge Stone soon. Units cost 20% less draft. Okay, well, just a good reminder. The outpost here, we can develop an area around it. So why don't we do something that would help us here? Let's see. Underground passage doesn't really do anything for us. Unfortunately, none of these really have anything of much value for us. Production and food don't really help an outpost, so at least I don't think they do. I was hoping one of these might be able to do like a mine or something to improve our income. The Palisade Walls Watchtower. I mean, just having the Archon Blood there alone is worth it. And then you'd be able to found a city using Imperium if you really wanted. Again, these upgrades don't really do anything for me, so I still will. I think I should still claim something, though, so let's claim one that's further away from Dimtur so that we're not encroaching on the city. Let's put a Forester here. Yeah, it's not really worth anything, but... alright. So, what else do we have? Redfjorn produced a blacksmith. That's going to help with unit recruitment, so that's helpful. What else? Let's see. We can set production in both cities, and Dimtur can annex another province. There we go. All right, well, we are going to annex this one up here and get that Fireforge Stone going. Now, we can either do a research post, a conduit, or a farm on this one. Now, let's see what would be the most beneficial for production here. This needs a farm. The Mana Obelisk needs another quarry. Masonic Hall requires another quarry and needs farms to be boosted. Arcane Institute needs a quarry and a forester. What about any of these? You can't boost these, unfortunately. So what do we currently have? We've got... Dimtur has a mine, a research post, a mine, a quarry. There, that's probably easier to actually see what we've got. Another mine up there. So why don't we do... We've already got one research post, so why don't we do a conduit? So we don't have any of those. So we'll do the conduit up there. So yeah, Archon Blood is acquired. That's great. Already looked at that. And then we've got Shas Starseer as a hero that we've captured. We've also got Severe Thorncrown, who is a human Hollowkin hero. So we can, let's see, granting them their freedom. Send the hero home. Any equipment the hero has goes to your arsenal. Let's take a look at Shas. Shas is a pretty powerful hero, actually. Wow, has some pretty good equipment there. The good leg gear. Has a wolf, tier 2 wand. Leg gear is pretty solid. What about in our crypt here? We've got 3 that are dead in our crypt that we're getting some gold from. In the prison, we're getting a little bit of knowledge. And then we can... We've already got our hero limit maxed out, so it's not worth trying to acquire them that way. Speaking of acquiring, I want to just double check our diplomatic stance with our free city here. Nice. Okay, so Sorcerer's Solace. We'll have that Pact of Loyalty in 6 turns. We're way ahead of Tarin, so that's really good. We've already boosted it this diplomatic state, so we can't do that. Now, I notice we do have enough Imperium if we were really so inclined to boost Safe Word here. It would boost it by 72, which would put it forward about 3 turns. Yeah. You know what? I think we'll just leave this as it is for now. I'd rather save it up and try to improve my gold situation by getting Master Masons, really. I think that's the better option. All right, let's start summoning again. We'll do another... We could do a Corrupt Soul now, but let's do another Snow Spirit. We'll save those souls for unit production in the cities, actually. So Red Fjorn, we've done our production for our unit. Again, these units, I'm just going to have them stay put. And then our hero, we already know what we're doing, so that's fine. Our Necromancer and crew are going to stay put as well. Might be worth kind of juggling this a little bit differently. But that's fine. We'll leave it as it is. Yeah, Straelak. It pains me to make this call, but I'm going to leave Straelak where he is. I just... Oh, I hope this isn't the wrong decision. I really hope this isn't the wrong decision. Basically, what I'm gambling is that Tarin has already exhausted... Tarin has already exhausted her units, and that she doesn't have another army, like, waiting in the wings, ready to go. So this would benefit from adjacent research posts or conduits. Just looking at what we could build in Dimtur here. Underground lab, actually, that would improve our gold income a lot. So maybe we start working on that. Shoot, maybe I should have just built a farm. That would have boosted the production of this underground lab. Yeah, let's get that going. That's going to help our gold situation. Red Fjorn here. Really don't have enough gold to do much of anything except for the Arcane Institute. Again, we can build one of these upgrades. Probably a Golem Mine or a Dark Forge would be good here. So the Golem Mine would be maybe a good replacement for an existing mine. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking like we could put it right here. Because I think that benefits from additional ones that are next to it, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look. Double check that. Spawns an Iron Golem on the owner's side for combat in this domain. Maybe that's the Dark Forge that benefits from... Oh, you get draft per adjacent quarry or mine. Let's see. +5 production per adjacent quarry. Okay. Do we have a quarry over here? Let's see. Mine. We've got the Lobs Hollow. Which is already cleared out. So we are benefiting from that, which is great. And we've got a mine over here. So we actually don't have a quarry at all. That's interesting. All right, back to production. I mean, maybe we just save the gold, honestly. I mean, the thing is, that does provide extra gold income. You know, this one is 10 versus a regular gold mine is only 5. But I think I'm going to save the gold for now. So we'll just leave that alone. All right, now here's the thing. So, you know, is this the right call? Let's end the turn and find out. Oh, I don't even want to find out. Ugh! I get the feeling I'm going to get smacked here. Holy cow, we actually made it through. That's amazing. Oh, wow, and look at this. Okay, that is not good. So we've got an army on the way to come and give us problems. Capturing it's going to take 2 turns. Raising it would probably be maybe the better choice. How far away can we run? Oh, and look at that. We can't get far enough away. How far can they go? Oh, good. Okay. So they're 1 turn away. They can go here in a single turn. So I think we can get far enough away from them that we're not going to get completely ruined. Oh my god, there's a dragon's lair there. That's pretty scary. Man, I was 1 turn away from getting, schwumped by this. Tier 3 Stone Spirit. A couple of Tier 2 units. And then some Tier 1 units. Yikes. Yeah, it's pretty scary. All right, so, this is a good decision, though. Like, what do we do with this outpost? Do we capture it? Do we raise it? If we capture it, it's going to cost us 10 gold per turn. Looks like this thing is holding on to this tile here. Again, the objective with this thing would be to try to get those mana resource, the magic material income. But yeah, that's something we can decide. So that's the question I'll pose to you guys. What do you think? Do I raise this thing and try to run? Do I try to capture it? I mean, obviously I can't hold my ground against this stack. I think they're just too powerful for me. Even if I add in another summoned unit, I just don't think I have enough muscle at the moment to hold my ground. So let me know what you guys think. What should I do with Straelak here in this outpost in light of the army of Tarins on the doorstep there? But let's figure out the rest here before we end the episode. So we've got Fetid Legion complete. That's excellent. Nice. There's Whiteborn. We can start working on that. That's going to be very helpful. Domain of Death. This is a sustained city spell. Target friendly city has 20 city stability. Friendly undead units in the domain deal 10% extra damage. Enemy units in the domain become soulbound. We've got Ice Coffin. So I think we'll work on Whiteborn here. Nice. Outpost awaits its fate, so that's what we're going to decide. Red Fjorn can annex another province. Let's take a look at what that could be. We got some options here. Let's see if any of these have any existing structures that would benefit us. Doesn't look like it. I'm thinking a quarry would be a good decision since we don't have any. Oh, we have pastures here. All right, well, maybe we grab this and we build a quarry right there. That's probably going to be a good call. Let's do that. It'll give us our first quarry in Red Fjorn. What else can we do? Our heroes can move. We'll do that real quick. So move up there. And we want to clear this out. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to do this battle while I was over there. I ended my turn. I was going to do this battle. Shoot, that's actually a bit of an oopsie on my part. Oh, well. One thing we can do, though, is we can move this warlock over and at least have them join the battle, which wouldn't be so bad. Let's do it. We can engage the battle here. We'll do it this way. All right. After a tense search and a long march, your army comes face to face with the roaming blessed souls. So we can order our troops to attack. A bounty for whoever brings me the head of a blessed soul. So that would cost us most of our gold. Now's not the right time to attack. All right, let's do it. In the upcoming battle, discouraged attackers is active. Ooh, all our units have -10 morale until the end of battle. That's not good. All right, well, let's do it anyway. We should be fine. Do this one manually. The reason I used that Lesser Snow Spirit to engage the battle is just to save the movement on my main army. So, let's see. Our units are really spread out here, so we want to get over and protect our Warlock. Actually, maybe we just... Ooh, they have Archon Smite, Melee Strike, and they've got Beacon of Hope. So, let's head over this way here. And then we'll park in front. I think we're still out of range of them. We are. We're going to just rotate. Everybody's going to rotate this way. Hero as well. You know what? Let's even throw on Restore onto our Corrupt Soul. And we'll end it there. And as they move closer, we'll throw that curse on them. Alright, there they go. Okay, perfect. They should be in cursing range now. As soon as it's our turn. Nice. There they go. Okay. Sundering Curse. Perfect. And now... Yeah, they are in range to attack us, so... we might want to just play defense here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. When in doubt, that tends to be the plan. Ouch. That hurt a little bit. Alright, so our Warlock is unfortunately unable to hit them from where they are. One thing we could try, let's see, what kind of damage do we do with our ranged attack? Pretty good, actually. They have that Frost weakness, which is helpful. We'll move over here and do the same thing. Nice, there's that Freezing Burst. That worked out pretty well. Ideally, I would love to get the curse on this group as well, so let's see if we can make that happen. Just seeing what's the... Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, 70%. Let's hope we get a hit. Nice. Oh, resisted the weaken, though. That's too bad. Wanda Poison Darts. Do have Blight weakness, which is pretty good. Charge Strike. Ooh, that does a lot. Some big boy damage there. And this would cancel the defense. Let's do it. Nice. The Corrupt Soul can get in there and put the hurt on him. Nice. This charge is going to be huge. Let's get the Corrupt Soul in there to hit him pretty good. Nice. And then we can blast him here for some heavy damage. Excellent. Alright, let's see what happens next here. Ouch. We'll go here, cancel that retaliation, and then get the finish with our hero. Ooh, I do recall, though, that when this unit dies, I think it creates like a zone or whatever around it. So maybe we should actually back our units off a little bit here. Seem to recall that. Let's go over here. And then we can get the kill with our Warlock, hopefully. Yeah, there it is. And then we'll step over here and blast them with this. Nice, good kill. I guess they don't. I was thinking that they explode when they die, but they didn't. So we're good. Nice, there we go. And we finished that quest. Oh, here we go. And we can choose what we want. We can get some draft. We can get some production, or we can get some Imperium. Honestly, with all my struggles with Imperium, I'm going to grab the Imperium. So let's do that. Excellent. Evil Presence Lingers. That's the Dragon Lair. Currently in the process of recovering. We are ready to summon that Snow Spirit, as I mentioned. Well, we've got enough Imperium now. Why don't we grab the Master Masons here? Let's just quickly double check, though. Is there anything else we might want? Gain plus 10 combat casting points per unit death or killed. I mean, this is incredible. If we can get this, that would be a real game changer for us in combat. This one's going to be pretty decent. Let's see. Locking and shuffling research skills cost 50% less. Research city structures cost 50% less gold and production to build. There's another. I mean, again, that's going to be a good upgrade, too. What do we got down here? Gain +1 siege project slot. Don't really need that right now. Forced march. Yeah, I think we'll grab the Master Masons for now. There we go. It's a good upgrade for us right now. And then this is probably where I'm going to end the episode. There's still a few things left to do. We've already moved this hero. We might be able to just engage that battle. Oh, yeah, we can. So that's maybe something for next episode. We can engage the battle and pull the stack in. And then down here, we have to decide where do we want this hero to go. So where is Zish going to head next? I'm thinking maybe over here to reinforce. We could go and clear out the Gorgon's lair with Zish. And maybe start, heading down towards fighting with Iska eventually. The alternative is to immediately head south and try to reinforce Straelak's position. And, of course, Straelak does need reinforcements. He's outgunned right now. So, lots of options. I think we'll, like I said, we'll leave it there. So, let's zoom out. And we will save it. Call this one First Series, Episode 10. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.